Hello, welcome everyone to the Distraction TEW series, Booty Pro Wrestling. I'm Jeremy Lambert. Joseph Hulbert is here. Joseph, scary times at the Distraction booking offices.
Yes. I mean, the result is still scary, and people that are looking at this screen should be scared already, but it could have been, like, infinitely scarier, right? It could have been an all-time horror show here at the office, so things are better than they could be, that's what I'll say.
So, here's what happened, everybody. I don't play this game outside of when we do this on stream. Oh, I just think everything's fine. 15 minutes before we go on the air, I get ready to load everything up. I call Joseph and everything, and I try to load it up, and it gives me a thing that says the file is corrupt. And I'm just completely freaking out. Don't know what's going on. Don't know why the file is corrupt. I just have no idea. Joseph joins me. We research some things. We go to a Reddit thread of like what this error is, and the Reddit person, somebody else got this error at some point, and the response to it was just delete the file and start all over.
Yes,
it's like, great.
Not the best sign when you're in desperate need for a solution.
Yeah, so that's not exactly what we wanted to hear. That it didn't happen, fortunately. We did a game recovery. We recovered the game. If you're looking at this screen, you can see that we've not booked Peak Layers. That's how we ended the last show. We ended it by doing Peak Layers. We're going to have to rebook it for this show. I've got it pulled up to where we can just run through it very quickly. Hopefully, maybe Jimmy King won't be drunk this time. I don't know. But
I would rather he be drunk.
We're gonna have to just rebook this pay-per-view, and then we'll get started with actual new content on stuff. But this was the best case scenario because I really thought we just completely lost this game, and I was gonna be.
I thought we was headed to another draft episode that goes to to be honest, Jeremy, that's what I thought we were headed towards. I was sitting here thinking, Jesus, I better get my big board ready. We're going to be going live in a minute. This is going to be something. But
we were going to have to... I don't even know what we would have done for like a draft thing. We would have just made something up, and we would have done Luther's thing that he messaged us to do. Like, here's our new federation. Literally World Wrestling. I don't know. I'm so...
Okay, look. So I assume you have... Like, do you have the post-show screen where it just has the results?
Yes.
Is that what you've got?
That's what I have.
So this shouldn't take long, right?
No. It should not take long at all. All right, here we go. We appreciate everybody joining us. I will read comments and stuff here in a second. I really just want to run through the rest of the show. If there is... Joseph, do you have the chat pulled up? Can you pull up the chat?
Yes,
okay.
I do. Yes.
You pull up the chat, and then let anybody who's in the chat with us, let us know if there's any type of audio issues, visual issues, or anything, because... My pre-prep did not go as planned, and so now I'm worried that other stuff is messed up as we tried to do this. All right,
it seems we're fine for now. It seems.
Okay.
So. Okay.
All right, that's fine. All right, let's quickly do this pay-per-view.
I feel for our audience, Joe, because they're going to get through this rebooking of a pay-per-view. And then it's going to be like, okay, what's next? And we have no answers to that question, do we? I mean, I don't anyway. I assume you don't either.
For what's next on this? No, I have no idea.
Yes.
We will figure it out. Where are we holding this pay-per-view? We got to go somewhere popular. Let's just go to the Mid-South. Pick the best venue. Okay. Cool. All right, so we started off with Kerwin White, Lanny Poffo, 10 minutes.
Yeah, what a thriller that was. Random Jerky says, Joe Hulbert rules. Factual comments here in the chat. I wanted to read that one out. There's other ones that say nice things about you, Jeremy, but I isolate that one.
That's fair.
The Cruncher gimmick is getting over. Oh,
is it?
Danger. The Cruncher. We need a Cruncher shirt, folks.
Who won this match? Do you remember?
Oh, this. I mean, I thought you had like the results screen, but you have the booking screen.
Yeah, I have the booking screen all pulled up.
Oh god.
Because if I can pull up the results screen. That's fine.
It's just the times won't be there, right?
Yeah, I don't know if the times will be there.
Correct. Someone said it wouldn't be BPW without technical difficulties.
Yeah, I mean that's literally the name of one of our shows.
Yes, guys. For those of you in the chat,
okay, Lanny,
feel free to start like brainstorming what we're doing after this. This is now a committee, okay? You guys are here, you're involved.
Or the NWA, all of a sudden.
Yes. Jobber JJ says, Super Chat. Here we go, Jeremy. He says, supporting the best TEW series. Redo the greatest pay-per-view? Impossible. Watch the Monster Mash Battle Royal and Big Show vs. Carly, all-time classics. Fair. All fair. We appreciate the Super Chat. If this is the best TEW series, other people need to start doing TEW series. Random Jerky also says, he says, Jeremy also rules, but I forgot how to spell his name and I don't have my meme to use.
What? How did you forget how to spell my name? Who's Big E facing? He's facing Buff.
There's promotion now for your stream tomorrow with Joel. I meant to say this, I wasn't allowed because I'd put my microphone down and I was banned from speaking. But the TNA game is like quietly kind of fun.
Is it?
Like kind of fun. Like you know how the steel cage match on Battlegrounds isn't a wrestling match at all, but like it's a fun kind of like arcade deal.
Yeah.
That's what the Ultimate X is like on the TNA Impact game. Like,
see, I've seen people play it. I've just never personally played it, so I'm looking forward to it. That's Joel Pearl and I are going to be playing some games tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for a couple hours. So if everybody wants to join us there. He got a bunch of stuff. He got like Simpsons wrestling and backyard wrestling and stuff. I have no idea what we're playing, but I specifically requested to play the TNA game.
He's getting over, I feel, Joel Pearl.
Pearl?
He's getting over.
I mean, I'm trying to ban him, but
yeah, I think it's getting him over as a baby face,
popping up. Maybe
like an upper mid baby. I don't know if he's ready to kind of, have promotion built around him, but he's a decent promo and he can work, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? I'm just watching you rebook this show. It's incredible because I don't remember any of it.
I would not have remembered it if I didn't remember. Oh, I can just pull up last episode and run through it and it'll be fine. Because I don't remember. I mean, now at least we know what we booked for the pay-per-view, right?
Fair.
This is what we should start doing every episode. Just rebook the last episode as the first thing on the new episode.
Yes, certainly works for me. I mean, it's basically effectively about as much creativity as what we actually do, so it's fine. There is Kevin Nash.
I remember you wanted to give this 10 minutes, and that was a terrible idea, but
yes,
we did it. I mean, we're keeping with it. We got to stick with the original plans here, but yeah, what a bad idea that was.
Wow, look at this. This chat is on fire. We got Rob Wilkins says, Joe and I will be playing Connect 4 during Survivor Series. Can confirm that is false. And then Ronnie Patel says, ditch Joe and put the cruncher on tomorrow. Stay awake. Listen, man, I'm too old for that shit. When this ends, I'm going to be asleep. It'll be like 10 o'clock my time. I'm getting old. Nah. Jeremy will tell you, when we started this show, which was, again, it was 11 months ago, which in 2020 time is a decade. And he will tell you, I used to be like grizzled. I used to stay up all the time.
Yes.
And now it's gone. It's finished. I'm tired when I do this podcast.
Evil won this match, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I actually was very encouraged, Jeremy, the other day because I was listening to what's Barnes and Jackson's podcast called?
Who?
Matt Barnes, Steve Jackson.
The basketball. Oh, I don't know what it's called, but yeah I know what you're talking about.
Big podcast, right?
Yeah.
Matt Barnes was like, I've been an athlete all my life, but when I finish recording these podcasts, I just need to fall asleep. Like, I was like, oh my god, thank the Lord. I thought it was just me. I honestly thought I was something wrong with me. I record these podcasts, I'm like, okay, I cannot talk to anyone. I'm done. Finished.
See, I can't live that life. I cannot. I do these podcasts, and then I'm like, all right, well, now I got to put ads in there. Now I got to upload it to iTunes before people yell at you.
You've got like actual duties here, but for me, it's like I watch wrestling. The problem is now I write about all the stuff I watch. Sometimes it never even gets released. It's just like a personal note. And then I say it on here, and by the end of it, I'm like, Jesus, man, I'm ready to just not think about wrestling,
Bill Pritchard, we were joking about the Undertaker stuff, and I think it was
part of the stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there is, but just like everything he's doing right now. And Scott Fishman, from TV Insider was like, oh, when are they going to do an Undertaker reality show? And I was like, no, don't. You should all be embarrassed. You should all be ashamed. And Pritchard was like, admit it, you're going to watch this. I was like, you severely underestimate how much I hate wrestling when I'm not just like covering wrestling. Like,
see, I feel like there's like a split between us, right? Because I think the fact you cover news makes you like actively dislike a lot of it. Like I feel like you resent sometimes.
Yes.
That you have done. With me, it's like I have vague interest, and I want to be professional. It's just sometimes there's too much of it. You know, that's my issue. But I completely understand. I mean, I did news for a month, and it gave me like a mental breakdown. So I understand completely why you'd be like, no, I'm not watching the Undertaker's reality show. Definitely.
It 100% is, because I'm covering like news and stuff from pretty much like 9 to 5. Like maybe I'll take some breaks and stuff in there, but it's what is this Brit and Kelly video? But it's pretty much like 9 to 5 that I'm doing news stuff, and then of course on sometimes it's more. Some shit just like happens at 6 or 7, and then if it's show nights, like I've got to do the shows and stuff. And you know, we do this podcast. I do 3 podcasts a week plus other stuff, and I'm just like, no, when I'm not talking about wrestling or having to do wrestling, I want absolutely nothing to do with wrestling. Like none.
What a positive stream this is.
Just
Ronnie,
dude, I'm over here listening to After the Bell every week. That's and like just killing any type of mood. I like look, everybody.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Jeremy. Why was it a headline that Alexa Bliss's contract is expiring in like 12 years? I didn't understand. Was that news? Is it just news because there's any contract?
Yeah. That's really all it is. Like any contract stuff is like news stuff. So I didn't really think that it was literally just like, what is this? Puppets? What was it? Oh, Doink Puppets. I was like, what are we doing here? Any contract stuff is like news, because like I saw it and I was like, okay, so it expires in 3 to 3.5 years, and then she wants kids. But I knew immediately, like, yeah.
Oh, was that the story?
Yeah. Oh, that was the real story. Is actually she wants kids.
That as the headline.
Yeah, like that's the real story. Is she wants kids in 3.5 years. But like as a wrestling site, that's not the actual story. The story for us is our contract is up then.
Another site got me with like when is it, that kind of clickbait, and it's like, oh, it's 3.5 years.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's okay.
We did a 10-minute Britt Baker and Kelly match. What?
Yes.
What? How much drugs were we on?
What is I mean, I know you've looked at the rest of this card, Jeremy. This is one of our stronger matches. Okay. This is very interesting. Ronnie asks, why is there no ads on the distraction? And I can answer this. It's because we're so friendly, isn't it, Jeremy? That's why. We don't want ads. We don't want to make you watch ads. We're marks for you guys. Watch the show, enjoy the show. It's definitely a creative decision on our part. There's no ads on the show. That's why. 3 players. Yes, this is very true. Ricky Rubio, Danny Green, Kelly Oubre. Big Thunder stars. Your faults, Jeremy.
Hold on one second as I try to remember who was in
this is the toughest part, isn't it?
Stupid battle royal thing.
If you would like to watch ads on the distraction, PayPal me money and I'll accept it.
There's no ads on the live show. If you watch the replay, there are ads inserted into the replay sometimes. Like maybe not immediately. It just depends on, like, Sean is very good about like getting that stuff in immediately. I'm a little bit lazier when it comes to that.
That's fair. Favorite of those players for the Thunder?
Who are they again?
Oubre, Danny Green, and Ricky Rubio.
Look, all Thunder legends, right? Like, it's tough. It's tough to pick just one. I was looking forward to watching Ricky Rubio play. I like Ricky Rubio. I don't know if these were the people in the match, but that's what I'm going with. There. Because Miro won this, right? Because we're setting up the Miro program.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I have an idea for. So
okay,
we'll get to that. But Random Jerky says, Jeremy, I need the scoop. Where is Russell Westbrook going?
I think he's staying in Houston. I know Houston is, they want to do something, but I don't think they end up doing anything.
Oh, that sucks, doesn't it?
I mean, there was the talk of the Orlando thing, and apparently that fell through. Like, I think that was actually a good deal for Orlando. It doesn't make them any better, and let's be honest.
Yeah, I like it too, because Gordon, it's probably one of those years where it's time for both just to move to separate ways.
Yes,
right? So.
Yeah. And you can get, Westbrook makes you bet. Like, Westbrook's better than Aaron Gordon. He's at least going to win you more games. They're still like a 6 seed at the very, very best.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's probably just time to move on from Aaron Gordon. I just don't think he's going to be traded because I don't know a team out there who's going to take the risk, and then I don't know what they're going to give up to that. Like, Aaron Gordon, all right, that's a serviceable return if you're Houston. Like, if Charlotte's offering you like Devontae Graham, like, is that something you're really interested in? I don't know. I feel like Charlotte, the problem with Charlotte is like they just drafted LaMelo. And so you probably want him. Yeah, that's a big problem. You just drafted LaMelo. But you probably want him to like have some control over your offense. And if you have Westbrook, like, that's not happening. But they have LaMelo, Rozier, and Graham. Like, you can't have all three. I just don't think all three work.
So, Jeremy, are you saying you think Terry Rozier is going to the Sixers?
I put that out there on behalf of you. I did put that out there. Oh, I got to remember to put the women's title. Remind me to put the women's title on the line for the Brit match after I get done with this.
Okay. We aren't calling up... I have not called up Michael Thompson. But Jeremy's, friends with him, apparently. This is news to me. So, I don't know. Yes, the woman's title, Jeremy. I see that you've remembered this yourself. This is fine. You have not picked a winner for that match.
Oh, really?
Seems bad.
Oh, I would hope, but yeah, let's not.
Yeah, the Clay news does suck, though, man. That's awful.
The Clay news is terrible. I do like the Kelly Oubre trade for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kelly Oubre is. I think he's good. And why is there a yellow thing? Oh, the pre-booking. Oh, we did that last time.
People literally just watching the same episode. There's someone out there that only watches this visually, and they're just so confused right now. So
what do you mean they only watch it visually?
They hate us. They turn it off. They just like to see the booking take place.
Oh, so they just they mute the video and they just watch the visual. Wow.
Yes. They listen to music or something while we book BPW. They're like, these guys.
That would explain a lot, actually.
There's a working theory about our views in general.
Yeah. Okay. We got asked by, apparently I forgot to answer this on the show yesterday, a super chat that was sent in by Chris Borderline, who asked about what the Pistons did at the draft, and they traded Luke Kennard to the Clippers for a draft pick, and I told him on DMs, and I'll say it here, I don't know enough about the draft to know if that was a good trade, if they got a good player for that pick. It seems like the experts and stuff seemed like it was good. I really like Luke Kennard, though. I think that's a great addition for the Clippers. I think he's better than Landry Shamet, who they pretty much sent out. So I really like that for the Clippers.
It's the Shamet thing's weird because I think there's a really solid role player in him, but it never looked that way this year for the Clippers, right? It just didn't. He's interesting because he's a young guy, but he already kind of knows his place. He's not going to be trying to do anything crazy. But at times on the Clippers, he looked like he didn't even want to be on that team. So I would agree Kennard is better, but I don't know.
Oh, this was a match on the pay-per-view? Wait, why? Jobber JJ messaged about the 6-man tag. That wasn't on the pay-per-view. That was on just a regular show, wasn't it? Yeah. Jobber J, you're confusing me, man.
What 6-man tag?
It wasn't 6. A 10-man tag with DDP's goons against the random collection of people. It was like Horowitz, Brooklyn Brawler, Nathan Jones, Gooker, and Kazarni. That was on the Go Home show, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He just tagged me. He tagged you as well on Twitter with that. Yeah, that was not on the pay-per-view. That was on the go home show. The pay-per-view set. It's replicated to a T, I think. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. And here we go.
I've just logged on Twitter and I have 13 notifications. Have I said something problematic on this program?
Probably.
Oh, it's a wrestler. One of the boys is reaching out to me. Never mind, Jeremy. Carry on the show.
Oh, you're good, Jobber JJ. I have the chat up now. Everything's good. Let's run the show right fast.
Robert O'Neill. Oh, I know who's talking about Robert O'Neill in the chat, baby. Okay, I'll leave that there because I don't want to get in trouble. Let's carry on with the show, Jeremy.
What is happening? Text me. I want to be in on this bit.
Okay. There's multiple bits going on. There's wrestlers in my mentions.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. Nobody messages me.
This is what it feels like when you bring guests on randomly in the middle of the show.
All right, okay. Kerwin White and Lanny Poffo, C-. I want to compare it now. Oh, I closed it. Screw it. I don't feel like pulling it back up. Okay, that was what it was.
I love that you came up with an idea for the program and then immediately was like, oh, never mind.
Because I closed the window that I had open that had the screen up from last show, and I don't feel like reopening the window.
Yeah, very, very fair.
Sid is good. Why? How is a 56-second match a D+ when Sid got a B?
Yeah, Sid 1 minute matches are legit A stars. Easily every time.
Jimmy King. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Is Jimmy King going to be drunk?
It's going to be Kurt again, bro.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
Nope. Oh, he wasn't.
No drunk Jimmy King. That's actually disappointing.
It is.
All right. I don't remember what that guy. E- for Evo.
Imagine what that match looks like, dude. Alexa looked excellent. What's she doing? Like, she's running like high spot. What does that even mean at this point? You know, when you're wrestling someone's getting an E-. Oh god, poor Miro.
He's upset. He's not in this match with the Shockmaster Ray and the Yeti.
Look at this, dude. What a performance this was.
Oh, I think this was worse for Kofi and Xavier. I think they got an A last time.
You may be right, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember we were super impressed with how good they were, and now they're only at a B+. Fucking just took this week off. All right, that actually a B- I don't feel like is bad for that.
I think that was what happened, and I remember us talking about like buff could be a thing for us.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. So
I have to say this because on this stream I say stuff that I would never admit
That's
on the
good.
actual podcast. I say stuff. You know when Moxley was like, "I have a pregnant wife at home."
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was watching the show and I was like, "Oh, I must have missed that news bulletin." Like, I didn't even react to it. I was like, maybe that's been the news all along and I've just ignored it. And then it came back and Excalibur was like, just broke the news live on Dynamite. I was like, oh, no, that was actual news. I just had assumed I'd missed the whole story. This was very big news, apparently.
I completely, I missed the line when I had the promo on because I'm working on articles, so, I'm half paying attention to the show. And I missed it, and then I heard Excalibur say, well, Moxley buried the lead there. Congratulations to Moxley and Renee. And I'm like, what just happened? And then I saw it all over Twitter. I was like, oh, all right then. Well, I guess I got to write about this. And then, yeah.
How great would it have been if it was Mox just like, that's my character. Okay, fake. My wife, this character's wife is pregnant. That's it. Done. There was always a classic back in the olden days when people watched Ring of Honor. They were doing a Kevin Steen, Eddie Kingston program. And Kevin always does his whole thing is he does shit he's motivated by his family, right? Whether he's a heel or a babyface. And Eddie was like, man, this is tough. Like they're cheering Kevin Steen, he's the heel. So Eddie was like, I'm fighting for my wife and kids. And the boys were like, hang on, what? He's like, no. The character Eddie Kingston's wife and kids. I have no wife and kids. Tremendous pro wrestling. Anyway, Peak Layers.
All right, we're done. We're back. We're on track. Welcome everyone to the stream. We just booked Peak Layers. Go back and watch the last episode for what happened on that show.
Wow, what an incredible program this is.
Oh boy, who's Jarrett burying now? Kazarni isn't charismatic. I mean, that's probably fair. Mike Knox is clumsy. Again, probably fair.
I'm looking here, and it says that Rob Wilkins has news, folks. The Undertaker's cameo has almost sold out all 30 spots. Quickly, if somehow you still haven't jumped on that $1,000 investment, do it now.
Sure. Sure.
Tony Storm match being bad is peak, like, women's wrestling just has to suck on this game. But
yeah. Alright. Let's we can move on. We're good. Why does Disco Inferno have moral issue?
He sucks.
Oh, because he was off the show? I thought I put him in the stupid Battle Royal. I guess not.
No, he said he was off of technical difficulties. He's just whining.
Oh, I didn't put Stalker in the Battle Royal?
Okay, that was unfair. You actually
that was on me. That's my fault.
Man, the Shockmaster is very angry. Big issues, it says. Tangaloa's back at 100%. Business is back.
That's good. Business is booming. Kenta needs a break. All right. Anything else? No. Oh, what happened on Raw?
Jeremy, how much would you pay for an Undertaker cameo? What's your max?
Like $1 or $2? Tree Fitty? I don't know. Dude, this dude does 1 million fucking interviews. What do I want to hear? Well, I'm gonna pay him to say hi to me? Like, he'll slip up in an interview and say hi to me. I'm sure he does so many.
He was on national news this morning here in Britain. He was on national morning TV.
Why?
Just like to talk about being the Undertaker. Protect the business, character, Paul Bearer, Kane, and they were all like, "Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?" And he has that shot. You know how every week I change my look here in this show, like my backdrop's different.
Yes.
He has one backdrop, right, from his office, and the American flag and such. And I've seen that backdrop now in like 100 different platforms. I turn the television on at 7 in the morning, and there he is sitting staring at me, talking about the Kane or whatever.
Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, main event on Raw by count out. That sounds about right. It's like a legit Raw main event. Look at all these DQ finishes. Look at this. Count out, no contest, DQ, Jinder Mahal beating Ricochet, and then Aleister Black and Brandon Vink are the only clean finishes on this show.
Where is Jinder Mahal?
He's hurt, I believe.
I thought he was back from being hurt.
He was back and then he got hurt again.
Oh, man.
He did like one match and then got hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was... Because wasn't there talking about him feuding with Drew? There was they were talking about
that was the talk, is that he's going to feud with Drew.
Well, that's a shame, because he's literally fell off the face of the earth, right? Effectively,
Yes.
it feels like.
All right.
I know that he's not, I'm not saying he's sort of a top guy, but it's still a shame when guys get hurt that often,
All right, let me tweet this link out, since we're actually on track now.
Okay, guys, it's time to actually book.
Yeah, it's time to be serious.
I know you guys are probably sitting there startled that we've been a bit silly this evening. Usually we're more serious when we talk about professional wrestling booking, especially when we book Booty Pro Wrestling. But today...
Can we talk about our cool graphic that we got?
Sure, man. I mean, you can talk about arse as much as you want. It's your call.
It took them a while to put it together, but it's nice, right? I'm going to throw it up on the screen for everybody. Boom.
That really encapsulates what this project has become, doesn't it? You'd have told me this is where we'd end up. Just showed me that picture. I'd be like, wow, a lot has changed since I started this idea.
I requested that a few days before we did our first episode. I was like, I need a Booty Pro Wrestling graphic. And Sean's like, what do you want? I was like, I don't really care, but I need the O's to be butt cheeks. That's what I said. I said, I need the O's to be butt cheeks. And he's like, are you serious? And I said, yes. What are you talking about? Am I serious? What a stupid question that is. And he's like, all right, I'll ask them. And it took them 3 months to do it, but they got it done. Well worth the wait.
Ryan is asking, who hired Russo as booker? And I say to Ryan, who is definitely just an innocent member of the chat, I say, booking committee, Russo and O'Neill. Where do we feel that product's going? That's my question. How would that one pan out? Because O'Neill is, as you know, Jeremy, he's straight-laced, isn't he? He's Danny Ainge. He's Danny Ainge. Would he stick for like Russo doing his antics? I don't know if he'd stand for it. O'Neal, he's so cold.
I don't feel like that Fed would go very long.
As soon as Russo saw the hat, he'd be like, "We have a new top guy."
Yeah.
We need to do a TEW series with O'Neal. I'm actually now fascinated by the creative process
do
of
we?
a man who wears that.
Do we?
Yes, we absolutely do. We've done everything else terrible on this program. We may as well.
What is O'Neal up to? Do you want him to come on this call and do the show with us?
One appearance a week is enough.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, can't have too much of O'Neal. Too much of a good thing's a bad thing, let's say.
Alright.
Kent are in need of a break. I said that about 8 years ago. Anyway, bless him. You gotta love that deal where he was like, someone complained about Tanahashi going down the card, and so like, he's putting over young stars. Kenta, yes, indeed, young star, putting him over.
Okay, here we go.
Chopper JJ says Russo, O'Neal, Nash, and Bischoff. How have we got O'Neal involved in this picture?
He's a distraction legend now. Just randomly pops on our show.
True. Hackers left the All Elite universe.
Oh no! I mean, has he? Is it a? It is a written deal. Yeah. It is a written deal. Yeah, they stole him from AEW. My God, the heat is real.
He would be like a classic junior heavyweight guy for them.
Oh, they'd push him pretty far. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't even be a junior, right?
No. They'd put him. He'd be like an Osprey role, except better.
Like, but thinking in traditional sense, he would be like a classic,
right?
New Japan Junior, right?
Your territory with RVD and Callahan defeating the Good Brothers here. You got to talk to Scott about that one.
Scott Van Gundy.
Hey,
if I had the pencil,
everyone in the chat, if there's any basketball breaking news, let us know.
Yes. If I had the pencil and Impact, I would have him doing the build a fucking wall thing every week. Oh my goodness, WWE run Fire Mountain last night.
What is Fire Mountain? Is it a new pay-per-view?
19,000 in Canada.
God, they ran it against NXT and AEW too. The network special just happening.
Sammy and Kevin in Canada. This sounds fun.
Oh man, against Miz and Morrison? That was probably like a really fun match, honestly.
Yes. This show looks fun. Like Roman and Jeff is kind of cool. Okay, the rest is less fun. But...
Yeah. But Drew McIntyre's just facing Matt Martell for some reason.
Who is that? Is that the tag?
Yeah, that's the guy from 3.0.
Mm-hmm. Brendan Vink on the card. Oh, brother.
Samoa Joe and Wesley Blake. That's like your dream match, isn't it?
JHP for the win, brother.
Look at Randall. He's on the Wednesday show.
Oh, man. He definitely caught Mendoza out of the air on something for the RKO finish. Wow, what a show.
What happened on the Dynamite? Brody Lee against Matt Hardy and Chris Jericho. Sure.
Hashtag youth movement. Combined age of 140 there in the triple threat main event.
Is that actually sounds like a legit combined age, which is...
It's close, yeah, it's got to be around there, right? Because Brody's
like 38.
Yeah, I'm totally with pushing him, but he's not young. And Matt and Chris are definitely not young, so...
Yeah, Jericho's 50, and Matt's got to be at least like 42, 43.
Jericho's an interesting case, because like he aged
Shooter
well.
Shane, baby!
Oh, yes!
Let's go!
Oh, we need to figure out what we're doing with him, right? Oh, he's going to be the MMA bit, right?
Yeah, he's done... Is he a heel?
Yes,
okay.
Because what we were going to do was... and this is not going to make any difference to the game, but for the sake of fun... We're going to use our UFC link with ESPN, and like they're going to build him up as the best UFC forever, and then eventually, like all we'll do is have like a shadow in the octagon, right?
Yes.
And all these fighters will be like, he's the baddest man, and then the lights come up and it's Shane O'Mac, and it's just going to be an all-time. Like I think we should legit do vignettes for like 2 months. Okay, here's what we need to do. Jerry, here's the big question.
All right.
When is the next pay-per-view? Because I think it's like 6 weeks. I think
I can go to pre-booking.
Point guard.
paper.
Wow.
Week March 4th. So we've got 6 shows. Yeah, 6 shows before it.
I think I mentioned this on the last show, but my pitch is that we do Miro and Brian next week.
Okay.
Then we do the Sid angle, and then we do Sid and Brian at the next pay-per-view. That's my pitch.
That's fine.
I feel like we could get stagnant here if we do like full 6-week builds for matches like that, you know?
Yeah. I think that was the original point, to just have Miro. That's why he won that Battle Royal. Yeah, as a TV main event. Okay. So do you want to headline? Let's headline this show with something involving Miro and Brian.
Yes, we could do an angle, and then that gives us like. Then after next week's show, when Sid attacks Brian, we have like a month left. You know, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so what's the headline on this show?
Well, we could do one of those very popular contract signings.
Is that what we're gonna do?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
No, we're not doing a contract signing.
What would you like to do? Miro goes to Brian's jiu-jitsu class, kicks everyone in the face. Miro kills Daniel Bryan's jiu-jitsu instructor.
No, I think what needs to happen is because Miro, because part of the gimmick is like he's frustrated with the DDP's goons, right? So I think what needs to happen is like Miro needs to be like training. I don't know how this is good for it. So okay, here's the deal. Main event's gonna be Miro and Kip against Brian and somebody. Maybe Jimmy King. I don't know. We'll do something. Brian pins Kip. Miro he snaps and he beats up Brian after the match, right?
Yeah.
We'll do a vignette earlier in the show where, or maybe he doesn't even beat up Brian. He yells at Kip or something. But regardless, the vignette earlier in the show is going to be like Kip and the goons. They just want to play their video games and stuff. Like, come on, Miro, play the video games with us. And Miro's like, no, I have this big match coming up. Like, I'm not playing the games this week. Like, save it for another week, fools. And then it goes to the main event. Kip loses because he's a geek playing video games, and then Miro's just pissed off at everybody. Is that fine?
I like all of that.
Okay.
I actually think we should like even go more top heavy and also open the show with a segment like an in-ring, like because Brian's the champ, right?
Right.
Like,
okay.
So we could start the show with one, like, just like the basic promo segment, and then we could still do all that stuff because Miro and Brian's a pretty big match. We can add it as a storyline so it gets some heat from tonight, and then that whole deal, right?
Yeah. All right. We will add Miro to the. Well, now we're gonna do the Sid because this is over now.
Yes.
The tournament's over. So the new storyline is Brian and Sid, but we'll add Miro to that.
One exciting thought, and some would say, those that are taking this seriously, all two of them will say,
oh,
now hang on a second, guys, bit of a short reign for Brian. The Brian character doesn't need any title, right? This is all about getting to Sid and Jimmy King, baby.
People, we have plans, all right? We're well thought out promotion. If you watch the product.
Honestly, Jeremy, I'm not just saying this. When we play this game, we're obviously like complete idiots, but I find it insane that they book like national promotions without knowing where the world title's headed. I find that to be because I can't even play this dumb game with Big Booty Pro Wrestling without knowing where the world title's
that's like the one thing I always have mapped out. And obviously things will change if guys are getting over and stuff, if I'm playing like really long term, but that's the one thing I always just try to have mapped out is like, what's my world title picture? Who am I building? And then I just go from there.
Because sometimes stuff happens where you can tell that no one's ever asked the question of like, okay, and then what?
Yeah.
Like, for example, a good example of TV now is the Peyton Royce thing, right? Where it's like someone has said she's got star potential, and everyone goes, yeah. And not one person's like, when are we actually going to do the push? Because she's not, we can't fit her in here, right? Like, we've got enough stuff going on. And no one asked that, and then next thing you know, she's going to tag team with Lacey. Like, it happens all the time. It's just bad planning. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying, good Lord, come on.
I mean, it should be easier when you have... I don't know if it's easier or harder when you have like 20 writers on this stuff.
It's harder because I'm not an anti-writer guy. Imagine I was, that would rule. But I do think sometimes the writers because they've not got a wrestling kind of mindset, they don't look at it as, okay, what's the eventual match? They just
but
look at it as a story.
So I feel like that's just a hierarchy problem, because
that's Vince's job to keep that on track. Bruce's job to keep that on track.
Exactly. Like, if you're the writer, all you need to know is like, okay, where's this going? How do I write this? And then I write it. The problem is the writers don't know where it's going, and so it's just like, write me something for tonight. And it's like, all right, well, what am I writing? Like, what's the purpose of what I'm writing? And clearly they don't know.
You know, this is a pretty big conversation to have on a Booty Pro Wrestling gaming stream, but it is interesting.
This is like, we're booking, we're giving them tips on how this is done, Joseph.
True. This has become like a guest booker episode.
Yeah.
On YouTube. I will probably always be anti like writing promos. That just seems like not wrestling to me. I'll always be that way. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but that's just me. However, if you're going to employ writers, they should probably allow the writers to like write good shit more. You know, like I imagine they never get a chance to do that right now at TV. They just have to colour within Vince's bizarre bullshit lines. You know.
It's yeah. Based on everything I've heard every writer say, it doesn't go well. It's just...
Right, because they aren't allowed to tell the stories the way they want to.
Right.
So I don't know, it's difficult, isn't it? I never want to be that guy with our show where it's like, there's an increasing amount of people in the wrestling like chatter that are convinced that if things went exactly as they expect, the casual fan would suddenly tune back in. It's like, bro, I don't know what that...
No.
You know, AEW sometimes they're very niche, and it's like, but if they wasn't niche, are we saying that like they'd have another 500,000 viewers? Because I'm pretty sure it would be exactly the same, to be honest. I don't know. It's impossible to say.
All right, we've already booked half the show with just this angle.
Jobber JJ says, Tony Khan, who's not a writer, has got storylines mapped out. Yes, true. And the reason is, Jobber JJ, is because he has all these notepads from when he used to book Dynamite as a 12-year-old boy. It seems like QT is like a big part of their creative process, from what I read today. Is that true? Do you know this?
I don't know. I don't know if QT Marshall?
Yeah, I think Jericho like mentioned him as being a guy that like oversees a lot of the creative.
Oh, I know like he helps with like training and stuff. I didn't know
he loves this business.
He does.
Yeah.
What are we doing the rest of this show? Jobber JJ, can we I appreciate your support a lot, and I know Joseph does as well. Can we not call you Jobber JJ? I mean, we can, but I feel like you just deserve to have a better name than that.
That was almost my new Twitter at Jobber JJ. I was like, oh no.
Jobber JJH?
Yes. So here's the deal, okay? I know that Joe Hulbert was taken, so I was like looking for new names, and then after 5 attempts realised that it is no longer taken. Whoever the former Joe Hulbert was has ceased to use the Twitter. There is another... This is how crazy is this? Firstly, Tim says, hi Joe and Jeremy, to which I say, hi Tim, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Jeremy, how crazy is this? Joe Hulbert is a British writer that covers the NBA.
Really?
It is not me. His profile on like, you know, one of those like portfolio deals where it collects all your work. His profile is exclusively my work, with like 1 in every 10 being an NBA article that he's done. It's very weird. I assume many people have Googled my name and thought that was me. Just to be clear for all 23 people watching right now, not me. I have not covered the NBA.
I mean, I'm glad you got the Joe Hulbert name. I guess I've had to rebrand everything. Like, very difficult.
What do you mean? Like change the layout deal?
I do actually have to change the layout.
It's actually hard work. I can change it back for me.
No. I do have to. I have to look at it, but I'm gonna have to go to the graphics department and be like, I need you to remove the 5 from. It shouldn't be that difficult. They should have like the actual PNG file saved to where it's just a little click, and then I'll get them to add the Point God and Chubby Chief nicknames to the graphic for that show. But yeah, I am gonna have to get them. And when I set up the show today, you know, I put our Twitter handles on there. I had to go back in there and remove that 5, Joseph. Very difficult.
I can't believe people cared. O'Neill tweeted me on the timeline. I was like, "Where's the 5, bro?" I was like, leave it.
Tim, we appreciate the super chat, buddy. If you want to support us, leaving a super chat is the best way to support us on this stream. So if you'd like to do that, and it guarantees your question, comment, or statement gets read, but we read a lot of the question, comments, and statements on this show.
Tim, you say your day's not been so good. I appreciate the idea that you think this is going to help that. I would, if I was you, I would go elsewhere for entertainment, because this show sucks, clearly. But I appreciate it. It's very cool.
I hope your day gets better, Tim.
Yes, me too. Have we ever seen Joe Hulbert and Joe Hulbert 5 in the same room?
Fair question.
Fair question. This is going to be like hanging over me now. I thought it would be just a quiet brand move. It's now going to become like a big controversy.
Jobber JJ, I don't know what we want to call it. Like, I don't know your actual name, so I don't know what we would call you. Maybe we'll just call him JJ. Like, it's just JJ. We don't have to put the jobber.
On us. We can just ignore the jobber part.
Yeah. We'll just ignore the jobber part. Like, you're better than a jobber in our universe. Wait. Portland gets Enos Cantor?
Is Hope being very silly?
Oh, I didn't see who it was from.
No, it's real. This is real.
Is it?
Enos Cantor is back on the Trailblazers,
Let's
baby.
go.
I kind of like Portland, man.
Who's Memphis giving up then? Or who's Boston getting then?
I'm glad it's taking your mind off things, Tim. I hope things get better, bro. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this deal here, folks.
Who's Boston getting?
Freeway. Memphis gets Hazonia and Desmond Bain from draft night deal as part of the trade. Celtics get future Memphis draft consideration.
I feel like they just wanted to get out of that. Cantor's contract's not that big though, because
like 5, right? 5 mil.
Yeah, like because they signed him.
I think Stevens just completely just give up on him. I feel is what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Well, Portland's now got Nurkic. I guess they're losing Whiteside. Whiteside's a free agent, right?
Yeah, they're not going to.
Okay, so
he could be a guy who I think will be stunned by his lack of value in free agency. To be honest.
I think all these guys are going to be stunned by their lack of value. The problem is this free agent. I wonder. I think under normal circumstances, obviously this is not a normal year. Under normal circumstances, I think this would be very similar to what was the class where everyone got those big contracts and it was just immediately regretted. I feel like that would have happened this year with how weak this class is, but because money is just tight in all regards, and the cap didn't go up like they expected it to, people are going to be much more cautious on that stuff because general managers are dumb. They're just dumb.
Yeah. Yes. My favourite with this free agency class was when you'd play NBA 2K and the Knicks would always give Dwight Howard like $25 million at the end of his minimum deal, and the Lakers. That was always fun. It's a weird year, right, in every which way.
Yeah. I hope. Look, if they want Steven Adams, they can have him.
It's kind of. I understand it. It would make sense because he's a big body and he's physical. But I just don't know if it's worth.
Sources close to me say Boston was very close on acquiring Steven Adams. It was right there. It just
a second away, bro.
Yeah, it just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. All right, what are we booking on this show?
Oh, sorry, we're doing the TEW.
We've been playing this game for 50 minutes and legitimately have not booked one actual show.
Sorry, folks. This is on me. I'm out of here. Anyway, right. We need to do something with Britt. She's the champ.
Yes. Are we?
Britt is going to do a championship ring ceremony, and we're going to hang a banner.
Oh, are we going to do that this week though?
We can advertise that.
Yeah. I think we should advertise it.
Yeah. The problem is the natural fit there is Alexa interrupting, and it's like we don't want to do that match yet. Yeah. We might just have to do that match. We may have to. And just do do a no finish, get out of it some way or another,
Yeah. All right. So Brit ceremony ad. Let's do 3 minutes on that.
That's such a great segment, dude. That is so wonderful, isn't it?
We've booked Brit so well, just to pat ourselves on the back. This NBA gimmick we've done with her is tremendous.
Yes, 100%. Okay, can we? I know you've booked this show twice, so I apologise for still not knowing what happened. But can you go to the history deal so I can like look at the pay-per-view and figure out what we should follow up on?
Yeah, there.
Okay. We need to figure out what we're doing with the tag titles.
Sure.
I don't know what we do.
I think what we should do
Above average Mike and Gonzalez, we could do.
as the tag. Well, how are we announcing these tag titles though?
I don't know. We could do.
Like, a tournament seems. I don't know. Like, we just don't have the teams for it.
Should we just have the New Day come out with the tag titles?
So here's that was one suggestion. Is like the New Day just come out and they have the tag titles, and it's just like, or the champs. The other suggestion was we have, and Giant Gonzalez and Mike Sanders might actually work. We have like them come out with the tag titles, and it's just like we're the champions. What are you gonna do? And then New Day comes out, and they say, if we don't win those tag titles, we'll never challenge for them again.
I'm in. That's what we're doing. Yes.
All right. So are we doing Mike Sanders and Giant Gonzalez? Anybody else that?
I think that's probably the right one because Gonzalez is like his overness allows him to be like a thing.
Yeah.
And Mike Sanders is fine. He can cut promo, right? So.
What about Buff and Lex?
Isn't Buff like leading the Goons though?
Oh, is he truly Oh, that's right. Was that his role?
I don't know. I forget.
I don't remember either.
I think that's what he was doing.
Okay, that's fair then. That's fine. All right.
No, he wasn't him. No, because that was just a suggestion. That's my bad. No, we should do Lex and Buff. That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing with Big E? Like Big E is coming off this victory.
I don't know yet. Unless you want to do, we could start with Sanders and Gonzalez, and then our actual tag program to sort of get to is Buff and Lex.
Okay,
we could do that.
All right. We need some matches on this show.
Thomas says, just have someone come out and say they won a tournament in Brazil. That is the correct.
That's what Sanders and Gonzalez are going to do, even though they lost the night at the pay-per-view. So
yes, they'll be like, we did a quick flight over to Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
What an angle, brother. Imagine Madden holding up the format for this one.
Alright, so this is also going to be New Day come out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is like a 7-minute segment.
Yes. It does rule that above average Mike could be like, yes, he lost last night, but who cares? No one will with you anyway.
Yeah, it's a heel gimmick, right? Like, who cares?
Yeah, we should probably put E in this segment, shouldn't we?
Yeah, yeah, we will.
Because the problem with Big E is that in our initial framework, he was going to be the guy we built to get in the belt, but that has now become Jimmy King. So, I don't know.
I mean, it can still be Big E. Like, we have a TV title as well.
We do. You're correct.
I have no idea what we're doing with this TV title.
Also true. Yeah, we haven't really got... Who have we actually decided is a good worker? Was it Poffo? Was it Lanny?
Was Lanny a good worker? I thought Buff was a good worker, and that's all I remember.
The most offensive sentence ever said. I remember Buff was a good worker. I mean... Completely ridiculous truth that's actually a real thing on this game. Yes. Okay, we need a match.
Yeah.
Should we do a Buff and Lex tag on this show?
Sure.
You know, and then they could kind of... They're both pissed off, that kind of deal, you know?
Alright, who are they beating?
Let's try and find some guys they can have like a reasonable match with.
Okay.
Kelly and... I wonder if we could do the Stalker with someone.
See, I didn't want to, like... Do you want to try to find a partner for Barry? Or
no, not long term. I just thought because like they wrestled in the tournament, I think, or something.
All right.
I think they wrestled in the tournament.
Stalker and
I think so.
Glacier? I don't know.
It's funny, you know, the Stalker gimmick doesn't really naturally pair with many tag team partners.
No, that's why I don't know if we should do a team with him here. Because I'm actually thinking, because we did find out Stalker is a halfway decent worker. I was thinking him for the TV title.
That works. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, so that's why I didn't want to book him in this, because this team's gonna lose.
That makes sense.
Who cares about good workers? Just do like Nathan Jones and.
The issue is we need, like... Oh, no, we have a tag main event, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought it was all angles. That's fine. Then. Yeah, do a bad match. And then maybe, if you want to do the TV title deal, at some point, obviously, we should maybe start that with, like, a Stalker win tonight and try and get a good match. See if we can, like, sort of first draft a TV title style set up for the Stalker, you know?
Okay.
Because whoever the TV champ is, we're going to try to lean on them to give us like a good match a week.
Yes.
Whether it's on the B show or the A show.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll try and do like a test run of that with the Stalker tonight. The old Glacier Nathan Jones tag team.
two martial artists, two well-respected martial artists.
Yes, like Ricky Steamboat in '91, right? Do you
remember?
With a
martial arts kick.
Anytime someone lifted their foot off the ground, Jim Ross was like, with a karate kick!
Stalker against...
Quang.
Quang? Okay.
Quang should be possible, right?
Yeah, you would think Quang would be somewhat passable.
Look at poor Barry, dude. Oh, man. Every time I see him in that get-up, it's really striking.
Alright. 6 minutes. All right, we have 3 minutes to book. Do we want to add anything else, or do we want to add time to anything else?
You see if there's anything else we should hit from last night, or not last night, the pay-per-view on Sunday. Is there someone who should get a promo?
Yeah, that's
like
what I was thinking.
Hold
on.
Doink Puppet, you need to do that segment, Jeremy.
I was kind of thinking about it. We got to do the Brell and Zeus stuff at some point. Like we have Brell and Zeus, and I don't know when we're actually gonna like bring them in.
Have we not used Brell at all?
I feel like we've used them.
Did we not do the angle when
he
shows up and he's like?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we used them a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so he should be on this show doing the same thing then,
yeah.
right? And saying, because wasn't the angle that he came in was like, I'm in wrestling now. I didn't die when I got thrown into the...
I think so. I'll just say it's a tease. When are we going to have Zeus actually show up?
Oh, I don't know. The question is, what's the end game with a Zeus, you know? And what do you do with a Zeus?
All right, here's the end game for Zeus.
Okay, good.
He's going to be our tag team champions, him and Brell.
Oh my god, that... and Zeus does all of the wrestling.
Yeah.
Wow, what a play. I'm kind of in on this in the worst way.
He's going to beat the New Day. Zeus is going to come in. So New Day, they're going to win the titles. I don't know when, but they're going to win the titles. And then Zeus is going to come in, and he's going to beat both of them. And then
we can spin into a Big E program.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. This is how it's done, folks.
Yeah, this shit is easy, all right? I don't know how it takes WWE, how they can't come up with coherence throughout. We just booked 3 months of programming in 2 minutes.
Fair. All true. Can't argue with it.
All right.
That's the show done, right?
Yeah, that's the show. We're good on this show.
We can leave Alexa until she interrupts the ring ceremony.
Yeah. Let's put Brell there.
I love the titling of the Miro segments very much.
What
Miro not gaming, Miro smashing video games. Quickly escalating.
This is coherent storytelling here.
Character development, brother.
I think we're great at this fucking game, okay? I don't care what anybody says. Alright, we good? The show good?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, how can I follow that? Yes, please proceed.
Clip that. Clip me saying, look at this, Daniel Bryan. Oh, we got our star, Joseph.
Big time.
Daniel Bryan.
That's the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to lose it to Sid in 6 weeks, but this next 6 weeks of programming, oh man, the ratings are about to go through the roof.
We got him over, brother. This is on us. We got Daniel Bryan over.
Yeah. Who was he before he came to Booty Pro Wrestling?
Exactly. Who ever beat? Oh dear.
Lex got a C+, Buff got a C. That's fine. I don't know. Like, you can't expect much out of this.
Glacier is only like a tiny bit better than Nathan Jones. Seems bad.
I mean, Glacier's not good. I wanted him to be something, and it's just not there. You got to know when to abandon ship. You just got to know when to let it go.
Fair. Very, very fair. Oh, man.
I mean, Miro can only do so much.
As soon as we break him away, like the DDP goon gang is just the worst. Right, it's done.
Who is actually leading DDP's goons?
It is Kip, I believe. I think it's just Kip.
I thought we had, like, a higher power.
Yeah, but doesn't he just reference DDP every week and say he's coming?
Oh,
he never comes.
That's right. I still thought we had somebody coming in
Maybe.
for that. Is Arquette in this game? Can we bring in Arquette to be that spot?
Yeah, because if you just download
the whatever,
like 2000 or whatever, you could do that.
We might end up doing that. I mean, David Arquette's perfect for this, right?
Look at bro.
What a photo you chose.
A masterful job of improvising. Yes.
I believe it.
Of course.
All right, a C for Barry. That's not bad.
It's steady, right?
Yeah.
Let's try, on the B show, we'll try like Lanny and see if he also could do it. We'll have a look.
All right.
Oh.
Britt's going to keep killing it. She's going to keep killing it. Only get better. All right.
Look at Giant Gonzalez and Sanders.
B-. I'm shocked Kip Sabian was the dude. He's
terrible. He's not that bad, right? That's unfair.
I don't think he's that bad. I didn't think he would be this bad. That's why I picked them.
I think, dude. I think it's actually the fact that, and in fairness, he's not over.
Yeah.
Like, because he's fine in the ring, right? There's no issue with Kip's in the ring, but he's not over, and I think our promotion doesn't suit him very well. Doesn't serve him very well.
I was trying to click his thing for overness. All right. That's a fine show. We set up a lot.
How over can he realistically be? Like, if you're being as fair,
he's on national television every week.
Right, but like, come on. Like, we're being honest. That's what I was here, like 30.
Yeah, he's not over.
Good show.
Good for look. We set up a lot too. We had one long thread. Amazing storytelling.
Imagine this being a real promotion, like doing bulk tapings and sitting through just one set of tapings for this promotion. Like 5-hour tapings of BP Dub. Wow, what a show you'd get.
You can do bulk tapings in 2020, TEW 2020.
Is that like a good feature?
I don't know. I don't use it, but
okay.
Yeah, but I just know you can do it. I feel like it probably isn't because it limits. I guess it limits your production, but it also limits your ticket sales and stuff. So
I will always believe that is like actual, like genuinely good pro wrestling is when a booker has to actually sit down and tape and think about what he's doing.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Vince Russo stretched that idea when he was in TNA, but generally, I will always be like a fan of the only issue obviously is when you're as close to it as we are, and everyone watching this, like you get the spoilers, right? It's impossible to avoid. But,
I mean, not now because there's no fans in the building to spoil anything.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as fans came back for AEW, it's like spoilers just started coming immediately, right? So, sucks.
Oh no, locker room incidents. What do we got? That's probably Wrestler's Court. No, it's probably just Wrestler's Court. Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime I see Brian, I just figure it's Wrestler's Court because I'm pretty sure he's our
leader, bro.
Yeah, he's our judge. Okay, what are we booking on this?
Whose hand don't you think she shook, Jeremy?
Oh, probably everybody's.
just ignored everyone and sat down in the locker room.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a Lanny match and let's give him a chance to succeed. Who won the pay-per-view match with Lanny and Kerwin?
Lanny did.
Okay, so that was the blow-off.
Yeah, that was the blow-off.
Let's try and find a good match for Lanny.
Not political.
Yes, of course. Let's see if he's better than the Stalker at this point.
All right, so we're doing Lanny and the Stalker?
No, we don't have to do that. I'm saying like this is his individual rating. You know, let's try and find him a similar circumstance. Someone who's not terrible but also isn't good.
Quang. Let's just book him against Quang again.
Yeah.
Like, let's just
Like
see.
for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Look at
what
it.
the Stalker got?
C.
Okay.
Shades of when Brett Brown did that tournament between Korkmaz, James Ennis, and Jonathan Simmons, which is the best Brett Brown moment ever, when he actually said, "It's going to be a tournament."
What is this?
So we traded Fultz for Simmons, right?
Yeah.
And then we signed Ennis as, like, I think they waived him. And Korkmaz was there too, and there was someone else, I forget. And they were like, who's going to be in the rotation as the last wing? And he was like, it will be a tournament. They all got minutes. It was like a brawl for all. And Jonathan Simmons lasted like a game in this tournament before he just came. It was the end for him. He was terrible, man. That's the worst NBA player I've ever seen.
Sean's in the chat saying, breaking news, former 24/7 champion traded. We broke that minutes ago. What are you talking about? Breaking news.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah, the Enes Kanter trade.
I've only just...
We already broke that. Read the chat, Sean. Read the chat. So I tell him every time he assigns me an article that I've already done.
I legitimately was like, oh, who's been traded?
Rob Gronkowski got traded, apparently. What are we doing on the show? Let's do a Doink video.
Yes, you need to do your Doink video.
Yeah. Look, he's going to be a big star. We got an actual clown, as opposed to the clown WWE uses. What's the main event on this show?
Now this is where the River of Darkness is always an interesting experiment, isn't it? This is where we sort of have to...
We got to get some tag teams somehow.
Can we look at our River of Darkness vault and see what teams we've tried to do? Because I know Boogeyman had one at one juncture. He had like a fleeting tag team spot. Okay, so obviously we know that was filth.
That was our big 10-man tag.
33,000 people tuned into that on ESPN2. Like, this is the shits.
It's more people than watching these UFC shows. Actually, I don't know if that's
Fair.
true.
Definitely not true, but I will.
Yeah, whatever. We'll take it.
Okay.
Okay,
look, here we go. Boogeyman and Kiss Demon against Tava and Bam Neely. It appears both those teams were bad, much to my surprise.
We gotta do something with Tank. I don't know what.
There's got to be a tag team for Tank where he teaches a guy how to fight MMA.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do stuff with Shane and Tank.
Yeah. Do you just want to do like a Shank promo? A Shank.
Tag team.
Yeah, that's the tag team. The Shank promo. You want to do like a Tank promo? Because we got to have the hype video for Shane. And like Tank makes sense to do that.
Here's what I think we do, okay? When the UFC video airs, the first one, obviously we're going to keep it a mystery who it is. Tank is like, this is nonsense. Like, I've not heard anything about this. No one knows more about the Ultimate Fighting Championship than me. And he keeps saying that, and then at the pay-per-view, it's like an open challenge deal. And we finally reveal that it's Shane O'Mac, and he comes out and shoots on Tank Abbott. This is my plan.
Okay. I'm for that.
When Tank fought Kimbo on, like, national television?
Yeah. I don't think it was national television. That was on...
Oh, really?
Wasn't
that like the big CBS show?
No, I thought that was on Showtime.
Okay, well, still far too big a platform for such a fight. You know, you're right.
Kimbo and Shamrock was going to be on CBS.
Yes, yeah.
I was at that event.
You were.
Yeah.
Which has got this few incredible stories wrapped into it.
It does.
Tank. I would like Tank and Shane to do the exact Kimbo fight.
Okay.
Beat for beat.
Okay.
Now, here's the problem is, the version of Tank that we have doesn't know he's had that fight yet. He doesn't even know Kimbo Slice is. So we're going to have to show him the YouTube clip. But, like, I want the face knockout and everything. So maybe we should actually have Tank get a win before we get to the promo.
Well, Shane's got a little while coming in, though. So let's do...
True.
Who can, like, hype up Shane? Like, this is the issue. Like, we got to have something...
We have no promo, guys.
Yeah. Like, that's... Can we be the promo guy?
Sure, I don't know what our stats are.
I actually think, like, our stats for...
Kelly.
Like, our microphone's 100, dude. I put us over big on the microphone area.
Very generous review of this podcast, that is, isn't it?
Look, it's our series. I'll do what the hell I want.
So we're putting out. We're just going to appear on the show.
No. We don't like appear. It's just our voices in like a promo over thing. You know, we're Tony Khan. You know, we're Tony Khan out here. Like, we're not actually on the show, but you hear our voices. You know, everyone knows it's us. A wink and a nod type thing, and we're just hyping up like we got this guy. And then for the audience at home, like, you know, Dana White's in this video and Chuck Liddell and all these guys are in this video as well.
Khabib's like this one guy. Alistair Overeem's like, you see this scar? Now you know why.
Right, like that's what it is. We're just for the purpose of the game. We are this video package.
This is so awesome. Shane's going to be in the ring at the pay-per-view, and the light's going to come up, and it's going to be Shane O'Mac standing there, and he's shooter geared. That is
This gimmick rules.
It really does. It's the best. Shane McMahon signing was an incredible acquisition, and we have no real idea of where it's going, other than this entry is going to be extraordinary.
What's the main event for this show?
I don't know. We need to do a tag, right? Let's try and find out if the what was the Boogeyman tag? Kiss Demon.
Yeah, Kiss Demon.
Let's try to get something like that. Again.
Right.
I don't know. I've just figured it out. The end game is a Lions Den match with Daniel Bryan.
Shane and Bryan in a Lions Den match.
Yes.
Sure.
And Dan Severn is the referee because of course he would be.
Snitsky. Who could partner with the Repo Man?
Oh, I don't know.
Like Repo Man has such like a gimmick that you could just do so much dumb shit with that like
he should have like Mantor should be like his assistant Repo Man. He uses Mantor to like go and steal the shit, you know?
I think we ran like a Mantor video package once and was like trying to hype him up, and then we just completely dropped the angle. Now he's just teaming with the Repo Man, whatever. That's fine.
I'm sorry, I can't shake this visual of the Lions Den match with Shane O'Mac. Look, when he comes out, like Hudson and Don West are going to act like he's an actual UFC fighter, and Madden's going to be like, wait, you guys don't see it? You don't recognise him? Of course we recognise him. He's the best UFC fighter in the world, didn't you hear?
Oh my
Hudson slams his fist on the desk.
What? I just got this email.
Oh, no.
Fight Circus? Have you heard of this?
No, sounds awesome though. Sounds like we should
listen to this email. It's on Cam Soda. I feel like that's a porn site, but whatever. Board up the windows and batten down the hatches. We're just one day away from the absolute mayhem and madness that'll happen at Cam Soda's Fight Circus Volume 2, Circus Harder.
Oh no.
It has all the makings to be the wildest show of the year, possibly ever, with fights like 2-on-1 and 3-on-1 matchups, tag team style battle of the bands, spinning strikes and kicks only fight, bare knuckle boxing, and open weight MMA. This sounds absolutely insane, and I will 100% watch it.
This sounds like saying that you're going to like live tweet and everyone's going to have no idea what you're talking about. And you'll be like, you won't even explain it. People are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No answer. Back to tweeting.
Fight Circus. All right, sure. All right, here we go. Run this show.
I thought you was going to announce that we had Fight TV codes live on air then.
No. I need to email them again about that. Everyone just ignores me. Like, I email these people and they just ignore me.
Okay, the Stalker is better. Can confirm.
Yeah, I mean, I expect that. A Lanny Stalker feud isn't the worst idea.
I love that we're at a point where we're checking if Lanny Poffo is better than Barry Windham. Can confirm that still Barry Windham is in fact better. Yes, okay.
All right. How is this a D+? Oh, we have an alien invader gimmick for some reason.
Oh, for God's sakes. It was only average.
We have no overness, I'm pretty sure. That I gave us like great promo skills and we're just not big stars. That was a mistake. Oh well.
Elliot says we should have Michael Tarver as Repo's muscle. That actually may be a fine idea because I think Repo's pretty good in ring.
Yeah.
Good call, Elliot. I like it. 790 people in the building for this one, by the way.
I mean, they're witnessing a classic event. Look at this main event they're getting. All these guys suck, dude.
See, look, Repo Man is a D+, which on this roster we can get something out.
Yeah.
The issue is the Kiss Demon is unbookable. Yeah. And Mantor isn't much better.
No.
I mean, look at Mantor, for crying. What are we doing here? So I think we should try the Tava team. I think with Repo Man we have half of a team. Because he was that guy. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Problem is everyone else sucks. So what are you going to do?
Oh, the Boogeyman's got a new high spot, though.
Leapfrog, brother. Tope on Hilo. Do you remember when back in the olden days in TNA, Homicide would do the cool dive and Don West would just jump out of his seat and Tope on Hilo. Tope on... Don West used to love wrestling. God bless him. Samoa Joe. We can't sign him. He's good. Tough.
Yeah, I would love to get Samoa Joe, but he's way too fucking good. I was gonna say, what gimmick could we give him that sucks? But the only gimmick I could think of is that stupid face paint gimmick.
Oh, that was terrible in fairness, though.
But he's
signing
still...
him and making him the Nation of Violence would be funny, but it's still not bad enough, is it?
No, because he's still like good in the game, even if we give him a shitty gimmick.
That was when he would like go up to Scott Steiner and try to stab him and stuff, and he would be like, "Yeah, this is just on a wrestling show. This is just a good normal thing to do with Samoa Joe." Amazing. Jay Lethal. Suzuki interview.
Yeah, can we get Suzuki? I mean, he's good too, but just come in and
that
just...
is the biggest lie ever, dude. He suffers from pre-match nerves. That dude doesn't start sweating until like 25 minutes in. He has like an agreement. He doesn't take bumps, as if he has nerves for these matches. Good lord.
It's working, this radio interview. He was on one of those, WWE does all those local ones where they don't actually say anything. He did one of those in Japan. He's like, so what's going on here with you, Suzuki? Do you get nervous before matches? And he's like, oh, it's local CBS affiliated that like 3 people are tuning in for. He's like, yeah, I get nervous before matches.
Like when Suzuki wrestled Okada here in London, like legitimately for about 8 minutes, he just did nothing but forearms, and he was like, the crowd reacting, as long as they reacted, he was going to do it. He has no interest in bumping. He's a genius of professional wrestling.
Yes,
complete genius. RH is still running shows, Jeremy.
That's good. Good on them. Usual rating for River of Darkness.
When I send a tweet about ROH TV, I legit feel like I might as well be talking about, like, saying that I saw privately. I'm like, I like this match on ROH TV and no one has any idea what I'm talking about. It's very sad.
All right.
Yes, Shane and Tank doing the 3 count dance would be very good.
What
Next year.
What is this Battle Royal got added to something? What Battle Royal got added? Somebody in the chat, let us know.
Oh god, that sounds ominous.
Next year, what?
Someone said about Shane and Tank doing the 3 count dance.
Oh.
And I said, we'll wait until first we need to get Killer Shane over.
Yeah.
Once he's on the decline from that, we'll do it.
What happened at Sacrifice?
Yeah, it's a dual brand deal for Survivor Series. The kickoff show, basically.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
They haven't even got any like pictures on the graphics, so it's gonna be like, I mean, it's gonna be.
They probably needed to do that because I think there's 6 matches on the card, and so it just ends in a tie. So the Battle Royal is gonna decide who wins this stupid brand supremacy.
Year, what was the year where they just didn't count the kickoff?
That was when New Day won on the kickoff, and that was the only match. Like, I guess it was SmackDown won, and it was like, oh, it was a clean sweep for Raw, and New Day was on television, just like, we won, Why doesn't this count?
Yeah, man, that was odd. They do some strange. The strangest Survivor Series one was the one where it ended with like Triple H and Braun setting up a match that never happened. Do you remember this?
I do remember.
There was one year, like after the brand split came back, they did a match where it was effectively a bunch of modern guys and Shane, because Shane has to be in all these matches. And it was like, okay, fine. Then the next year it was like Kurt Angle, Shane, Triple H. It's like just bizarre, man. Strange times.
We got the best young prospect in wrestling today on our roster, Joseph. You see this?
Yes, this happens every week.
They really want you to know she's the best young prospect.
Was 2018 the one I'm talking about with Triple H, or was that the one where New Day had the pre-show win?
It might have been both.
Yeah, it probably was.
All right, I don't know who that guy is.
It's weird. Survivor Series is like it doesn't even feel like a WWE pay-per-view. It's like a weird exhibition event.
Survivor Series is so just useless. Absolutely.
I would
useless.
prefer it just be like Team Banks versus Team Bayley, Team McIntyre. I honestly would prefer that, but they're never going to go back to that because they like their supremacy and such.
Yeah, you got to have best of the best and brand supremacy.
Oh my, this main event. Retribution is looking bulked up with these new additions, brother. Look at this. Cesaro and R-Truth.
Is that a boost? Hey, legitimate question. Okay. Is being in the 24/7 title picture better or worse for Ali than Retribution?
I honestly think it's like a real debate because I think the Retribution stuff is like going to damage someone's perception. I'll say for now it's worse because I think Ali does good promos, so at least he keeps his head kind of above water. When he stops talking on TV, it's finished. It's done. I'm told here, JJ has informed me, 2017 was Triple H and Braun. 2018 was the clean sweep. And what was the fallout from the clean sweep? What happened?
New Day forgot that, or New Day was the only team that reminded anybody that it was a thing. That was the whole fault.
What was the, didn't Corbin get fired or something from his general manager job?
Did he? I thought that was because the ratings sucked. Corbin was the team on Raw, didn't Raw do the clean sweep?
Yeah, but that's what I never understood. I think this was a real thing. I think they actually had Corbin win a clean sweep and then get fired. Oh, I don't know. I have no clue.
I have no idea either. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. We've really just fallen into Survivor Series recently because there was one year where Alexa was the Raw female leader. That was when Corbin was there.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Who cares? Lena Vega is not staying with WWE. I can confirm that for the game. That's tough. Oh dear.
Should we sign Katie Forbes?
No. Move on. She would fit in, but we're moving on. Okay?
She would be a great addition.
She'd be a mechanic in our division. Yeah. Like Malenko.
I'm very tempted to sign her.
Okay, so random jerky informs me. Corbin got fired for the McMahons giving fans what they want bit, if I remember correctly.
I remember that. I don't think it had anything to do with Survivor Series.
But when was that?
2000.
It was the end of 2018.
Yeah, end of 2018, because they thought they were getting the AEW guys. Is allegedly why they went out there and was like, we're gonna give you what you want, because they thought they were getting the Elite. And then, of course, AEW.
JJ says, explain this to me, Jeremy. Okay, I'm going to just read to you the direct comment, and then you can explain it the best you can. JJ says, the clean sweep led to Shane versus Miz and then winning the tag titles. Help. How? Why? When? What?
Huh?
What? No clue.
Is that what happened?
He's right. That's what happened afterwards, but why? I have no idea.
I don't remember this at all.
His stream has really gone off the rails. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat. I'm thinking about 2018 WWE. It's just,
This Katie Forbes interview segment did a C-, by the way.
Look, we should probably sign her, but this not.
Fair enough.
That would be my reaction anytime that kind of suggestion. We probably should, but it's not. Brian James, we're definitely not signing.
Yeah, no.
Because we are not political.
No.
WWE rejection. Oh, no. Oh, brother.
He was just working. Who was he working? Ziggler?
Katie Forbes already has a new contract.
Look, dude, you got a strike on that one, okay? It's a big deal. What happened on Dynamite? Omega and Moxley. Oh, wow. I mean, they're legit doing that on television, so good on them.
What number do you think that's going to do?
Cody and Penta? The December 2nd show?
Yeah. Winter is coming, Jeremy. Brandon correctly.
I really want to say 1 million. I just don't know if it will. So I think it does over 900. Because I think they take a hit this week because the Thanksgiving show, like the Thanksgiving show last year, tanked. And so I think they take a hit this week with that. And I don't know if you saw the spoilers. Doesn't look like it's a very noteworthy show of much happening.
Right.
So I think they take a hit this week, but I still think they do over 900 for the December 2nd show.
It's interesting. I think they're going to strive to have like all of the December shows. I think they want to have a big main event. Is what I think they're going to try and do. I think Shaq may be in one of those, like genuinely. I think you're probably going to get Eddie and Pac as one of those. That's 3, and then maybe a tag one. Maybe they'll fit in there. It feels like right now they're biding their time for that. Do you not agree? Like for the last couple of TVs, I thought like they're good shows, but they're not giving away anything. Right? Because
the next pay-per-view isn't until February.
Yeah.
So
and if Tony Khan keeps saying like, I have these things up my sleeve for December, and after January, obviously they're gonna have that TV special. So
right, they know last December was a miss. Like that's where, because they took that time off.
Winter wasn't coming.
Winter was not coming for that for last year. So I mean, the fact that they're just doing Moxley and Omega on television, like it's very clear that they're loading up for this December run. Which I mean, good on them.
Here we go, Jeremy. I have the information.
Oh boy.
JJ says, Shane said there will be consequences, and nothing happened. They moved on with Shane being the best in the world and Mizdad being unhappy with his son Miz. They won the belts and had a blow off at Mania. Incredible payoff to that angle.
Dude, that
sucked.
I don't think. I think it wasn't good, but like the intention. I don't know if the intention's the right word. It sucked. I can't even try to defend it. Having Shane win that was just
disgusting.
Yeah, like what are we doing here?
It actually really annoys me when people are like, Miz sucks as a babyface, and it's like, look, he's not as good as a babyface. Do you know how hard it is to cut the promos that guy cut and then lose to Shane O'Mac like 3 times? Like, seriously, like he's better as a heel. He's a talker. Most talkers are better as heels. However, they did this cool angle where he was trying to like make his dad proud, and he just lost. Like, of course he sucked as a babyface, right? I don't know. That stuff frustrates me.
All right, we got our show to book here.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we do.
This show, in fairness, is going to be easy to book because we got to give that match a lot of time, the main event.
Yes,
right?
we do. Oh, boy. We got some incidents. Oh, this is probably not good, right?
Oh, Charles is dead.
Yeah, this is probably not good. Zeus was he just beat him off.
Put the boots to him. Just kicking the shit out of him in catering while the boys all watched on. Who broke this fight up, do you think, Jeremy? Is everyone just watching?
Do what?
Did anyone break this fight up, or was everyone just sitting there watching?
They're just like, shit, I'm not messing with Zeus.
Brill was standing in the corner like, get him! Fuck him up!
Can we, somebody screenshot this and send it to me? I think JJ probably will. Screenshot this and send it to me.
Also tweeted to Charles Robinson without any context.
I'm gonna send it to our lead reporter, Robert O'Neill, and have him tweet this out.
This is an incredible fault of like it's one thing he's being a dick, and then he just beats him up for no reason. Everyone's watching while Charles is just on the floor just getting the shit kicked out. That rules. And I imagine Zeus is in full like gimmick. Like he's got the lifts on, he's got the gear, he's got everything. Brell's in the corner, grinning wide.
How are we handling Zeus? I feel like who cares?
Take no action.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Let him beat the shit out of Charles Robinson. Whatever, who cares?
We'll pay for Charles' hospital bills and nothing more.
Are we even gonna do that? You sure?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think we are. We don't even call an ambulance for him.
Just like, his personality got worse.
Of course it did. He already hates his manager, remember?
Yeah, he does. Alright, whatever. Brell was unhappy? Oh, yeah, because they hate each other. Oh, man. We're just getting... It's probably not the best idea.
Oh, like Charles doesn't like us.
I mean, I don't blame him. We just let him get beat up.
He's going to quit. Who cares?
Yeah, we'll find another referee.
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
But definitely find one as good as Charles Robinson.
Yes.
Just like sort of
100%.
hanging around. Okay. This show. Just get the main event in, right?
Yeah.
Can we go like 25 minutes on that match? 20
we could,
minutes?
just one-on-one. I mean, we certainly could. Why not?
Miro is like actually great in longer matches. Like he's actually a great wrestler. It's just guys try to put him in that box of like, the squash match guy, and he's much less impressive like that,
Let's have like 23 minutes, because that'd be 25 overall.
Cool.
Brian wins. Okay. That's it. That's the match.
And then post-match angle of Sid, right?
Yeah, Sid attacks Brian post-match.
He's already the best show we've ever booked. We should just send it in like this to the network. Done. Show done. It's 20 minutes short. Doesn't matter. Watch the show and you'll know why. I would call ESPN and be like, just loop what we've sent you twice. That's all you need to do.
All right, Jobber JJ, send me this picture. Gotta save it.
Are you reaching out to our exclusive reporter?
Yes. Yeah.
Good lord. Poor Charles Robinson.
I'm gonna DM O'Neal and say, please report the backstage fight between Zeus kicking Charles Robinson's ass.
I'm interested by the development of O'Neal as like a character on our I don't know who or what it's for.
To pop us. That's what do we do anything for?
Yes. True. That's why we're booking this promotion right now. This show's actually kind of like, we also have the Brit segment, so that's the next deal.
Oh, we do. Dude, this show rules.
Yes, it does. It's the best show.
We should have branded this, one of those specials to pop the rating. BPW. Yeah. What are we in? February? What was the BPW Super Brawl?
Yes, at the end of February too, which is very WCW.
Yeah.
Just because, right?
Britt hangs the banner. Alexa comes up. This is a long segment. This got to be like a 9-minute segment.
This is so awesome. We've got like the full balls style at the ceremony for Britt, right?
Yeah.
Tremendous. Okay.
Now we got to somehow come up with the rest of the show. 17 minutes.
I mean, we need like one match to open. So, are we going to do next week? Like whenever we book that show, because at the pace we're going now, I understand that's a long way away. But are we looking at doing the tag title match next week?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll just do it next week. So we got to do the New Day promo of, if we don't win, we'll never challenge for the titles. Okay.
Yeah, so that's all covered. That's coming. So then, what match do we do tonight, do we think?
I feel like it's just got to be like a quick match, like nothing too big. Do we want to give, because Shane's coming in at the pay-per-view, right? Do we want to give Tank the win on this show? Because like that's a big story. Like we can't just regulate that to the B show.
Yeah, and also if there's a show that can take the quality hit of a Tank Abbott match, is this one.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is turning into the Robert O'Neal section of Twitter Pro Wrestling. Wait, random jerker. I don't know what your like Twitter name is. Tell me. I mean, not on here. You can DM me, but I'm very bad at knowing the crossover names, Jeremy.
I am too.
Yes, good. I thought it was just a me thing.
No.
It's much simpler for me because it's just my name with a number sometimes attached. Okay.
All right, we're still gonna need. Yeah, we're still gonna need a little bit.
Anything better than that, dude. Britt hangs the banner. Alexa comes out.
Yeah,
it's the best thing we've ever
this rules.
Okay.
Oh, O'Neal is asking the discipline. We didn't take discipline.
He wants to do a full report.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not running this story until I know all the details, brother.
I mean, look, good on him. That's a good journalist right there.
Yeah, he's above like 90% of the people in our game, right? Really. He's off to a flyer. If he carries on at that form, he'd be the best in the business for long.
All right. What are we booking? A Tank Abbott match? So we can book the Tank Abbott match and then like a Tank Abbott promo. So that'll take a little bit of time.
Okay, serious question. Are there people in wrestling media that have used TEW relationship information to report stories, in your opinion?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. 100%. I agree.
Yeah,
There is an example that's currently on my mind that I will not say for political reasons. Tank Abbott versus.
Text me the example. I'm not quite sure what you're talking
I'll
about.
do it on here. There's a guy who may or may not have been exposed as a fraud.
Okay.
Who did a tweet once where he was like, for all the reports that Alexa and Nikki have real life heat, they've got great tag team chemistry. Jeremy, there were no reports of said heat. Just saying. Everyone watching this may or may not know, it isn't too big of a secret. It's kind of a thing that we weren't really good pals with this guy. So yeah, that's where it is. I feel like someone must have done an error on TEW and he's like, oh, not good friends. Oh, we're doing the gobbledygooker. Oh my.
Yeah, sure. Why not? This is a 1 minute. I mean, it's gonna suck, but
Text treats it like it's a shoot fight.
yeah. We can do like a knockout finish too.
How great is that report, Jeremy?
Like a stoppage finish there. I assume it's from who I think you're talking
Old
about.
Hoot.
Yeah.
Old Big Dick.
He really put that out there? Oh my god. Jesus.
Oh god, this game rules, man. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to inside baseball. I want everyone to know that I'm still in awe of how funny wrestling media is when you get closer to it. It is an extraordinary scene. It's like Game of Thrones, effectively. So many just sort of DM favors and brother, and
Yes.
I like your work, do you like mine? That kind of shit. It's very weird. Like, Robert got a promotion on Fightful. I wish O'Neill was just a full-time member of Fightful moving forward. What a scene that would be. He becomes the post-show analyst on SmackDown, Jeremy. You take a step down.
That's fine. That's 100% fine.
I'm imagining how happy you'd be if you got that DM.
That O'Neill. I would be a little bit upset that I was getting replaced by O'Neill. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fine getting replaced. O'Neill of everybody.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's tough.
Come on.
With the hat though, he is a pretty interesting act. Anyway, back to the show. 45 minutes. Should we do a match or a promo? What do you think?
We gotta do what? Oh man, I had it. Oh, we gotta do something with like Jimmy King, because like that's
Jimmy.
This we're stacking this show. All right, we're stacking this show. What's Jimmy's next program?
I mean, it could be Zeus if you wanted it to. If you want to do the New Day stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, we can change it, but we don't need to beat Zeus right off the bat. Like we gotta.
And Jimmy ain't laying down, bro.
No, Jimmy's going into the feud with Sid, so definitely not.
Okay, let's find a heel for Jimmy.
Yeah, who can Jimmy just like beat for the next program?
Like, I think an option is Disco. You know, I
Okay.
could see them doing some funny character stuff.
Yeah.
He wins pretty easily, but they can still have like a match. We could probably
Right.
steal a TV main event with that.
I'm fine with that.
So-
All right, so let's do.
Jimmy's over, bro. Jimmy got a C out of Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah. All right, so let's do like a Jimmy King promo, and then so he
Disco
does it,
Fever,
and at the
yeah,
end,
yeah.
do what?
And then all of a sudden, Disco Fever.
Yeah, exactly. At the end, like he wants to cut his rap, and he's like,
Yeah.
hit the music, and then Disco Fever comes out. Oh, we can do segments with Jimmy King and PN News and Disco as well. Oh man.
Oh. Yeah, see, I have to rein you in at times because Jimmy's a big star. We don't want to listen, Jimmy.
Or
Right,
put him in there with
trust me.
PN News.
Exactly. But I know that you have the best intentions in mind with Jimmy, so I'll let you cook on this one.
Okay, thank you. All right, this is gonna be like a 6-minute segment. Like we gotta give Jimmy some like.
His theme, by the way, is the song from the film. Better than all the wrestlers. You know that, right? Just a direct recording of the movie.
Okay. All right, we got 4 minutes to book. What are we booking in this 4 minutes?
Should we try to book a solid opener that can then put Tank in the middle?
Sure.
We actually have 10 minutes to play with, effectively.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we could do like a 7-minute match.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to go? Do you want to try to find somebody for? I mean, Barry's gonna be wrestling like every week. Do you want to do just like a Barry and Lanny match? Because I don't think they're gonna feud, are they?
Yeah, no, I think it's a good because they're both babyface too. So
Right.
like, it's just a match, and then as though this needs this detail, but I'll do it anyway. Like you could have the commentary team start plugging the TV title.
Right,
Stuff,
yes.
like we the board of directors say there's a TV title coming, that kind of deal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And which one of those announcers you trust to do that? I have no clue. Okay.
Alright, so the Stalker wins. I
Okay,
almost
so
headlined
we can open with
would've
that.
been bad. Yeah, that's the opener.
Jimmy, oh man, this is a strong show.
Dude, this is one of our best shows. I mean, the main event is really good. We're hitting a stride here, Joseph.
This is good stuff. I'm ready. I'm confident, even.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
so
this is
the
fine.
Stalker confirmed that the Stalker is a little bit better. We figured that. That's
This is all fine, sort of mid-card fare, right?
yes.
All fine. Good heat and decent wrestling. We can definitely live without on these terrible shows, so that's fine.
Has O'Neal run the report? Oh, he did.
Is he not even at us on it? Is he
No, he
actually
didn't
not
add it. He quote tweeted you. He didn't tag me at all. I gotta retweet him.
Okay.
I was like, what is taking it? Was he trying to second source it? I didn't know if he DM'd you to get a second source on this. All right, there.
Anyway, here we go.
All right.
Jimmy looked good. Damn right.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Oh my god.
Yeah, good thing we didn't open with that problem.
No.
Dude, imagine what this Shane Tank match is going to be.
It's gonna.
I
Shane
know
is
it's
over
over,
though.
but
Shane is
yes.
100% over.
Yes. He's going to have like really dumb microphone skills. I bet he's like a super great promo too.
Yes.
Because Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
E+.
Jesus.
Our best show ever with an E+ match. Gotta love
Whatever. I mean, the rest of the show. Look at this. B-.
Yes.
I think everything from here on out should be a B or better. Right?
it. I agree. Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably
It's
the best
strong.
segment we could ever book.
Yeah, we need to actually just get creative with how we extend that program. Because like, it's
I think-
clearly just a program.
I think what we do is we make them best friends for a little while, and then
Mm-hmm.
they finally turn on each other.
That's fine. That
But
works.
they got to be teammates. Oh, since we're doing basketball, okay, here we go. They're teammates, and they want to hang the banner together. Okay,
Yeah.
but only Britt has the title, and then it's like a Shaq and Kobe situation. They're winning titles and stuff. So here's what we do. I'm clearly the wheels are spinning as I'm talking right now. They're teammates. We only got one title. Whatever. We'll create women's tag team titles. We're not gonna do that. They got one title. They're friends. They're teammates. Whatever. The only reason they lose the title is this triple threat match. All right. So it's triple threat, and then they don't lose it. But then because they're friends, they're teammates and stuff. When Britt loses it and Alexa wins it, Britt's like, "Oh, I'm really happy for you. We're on the same team. This is us. We're still the champion and everything."
Yes.
And then it's a big turn. It's like the trade, that's the trade request. The turn is the trade request.
So that's all great. The issue is we've established that they don't like each other.
Well,
So
no. Well, they don't like each other, but they end
could
up
get-
on the same team. I don't know
so
how.
What we could do is we could have Britt beat Alexa by nefarious means,
Okay.
and then Alexa wants a rematch, and Britt's like, only if you accept that if I beat you, you become my co-star. You become the Pippin to my team.
Okay.
And then from that, when she does that, she somehow wins. Then Alexa has to dress like Britt at every turn, and she's like an actual co-star. She does all of the dirty work while Britt has the. And then you can still do what you did, where it's Alexa finally somehow wins it in the triple threat. You basically just make people desperate for Alexa to finally beat up Britt, and
Right.
it goes on, that kind of deal. And then we can get Kelly back involved because she wasn't terrible, right?
Look, we just laid out 7, 8, 9 months of television right there.
We really did, I really think there's some great stuff we can do with that. I really think there's some awesome speeches she can give about I'm teaching you how to win. Before you become a Jordan, you've got to be a Pippin here, okay? She's starts doing the D Wade stuff, and she's
Oh
got to teach you the ways of winning.
I'm in on all of this.
We need to borrow, like, you know, the heat culture stuff they keep talking about forever and ever?
Yeah.
Brit needs to steal that shit, man. Like, she needs to be like, she's Brit culture. Oh, I was in the gym at 2 a.m. today. Oh,
we have Brit as Jimmy Butler?
Yes. Yeah. And Alexis Kendrick Nunn. She's Kelly Olynyk.
Okay, we're doing all of that. That's tremendous.
It's a shame we'll never remember any of it. Hopefully the audience does. Here we go. Good match.
All right, Miro a little down on this one. B-. That's all right. They have good chemistry. We can go back to this match very easily. Yeah,
because I think with how our promotion's set up, the only way we're going to get higher than a B, I think, is with pure popularity.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why Miro's... I mean, I'm not saying he's an A, but, like, I think he'd probably be higher if he's a little bit more over, right? So,
yeah.
That's fine.
This is a great show.
Yes, it was.
A great show. What? B-?
Oh, last week we had the A promo, which is why it, like, bumped. It kind of artificially
up
the rating.
That's lame.
Oh, well.
Very disappointing.
The people loved it.
Yeah. Stock is up regardless of what this stupid game says.
Okay. Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, who's AEW? Oh, we don't care about Paul Turner. What? I was like, oh, who can we take from AEW?
JJ says he'll write it down for us. Thank you. We'll need that very much.
I had to mute my mic. I have food, and I'm going to open up my food.
That's fine. I'll talk to the chat in the meantime. Someone says they have an idea for me. Basketball related, they'll DM it. I don't know who you are, but I assume we're friends, so please do. Any basketball crossover suggestions for this Brit Alexa angle we're going to get to in about 3 months, please send them over. Very exciting times. Surprised by Jeremy's lack of interest in acquiring Paul Turner. I thought we'd be all in on that one.
They gave me the wrong food, Joseph.
Oh, no. What was you expecting and what have you got?
So I got Bojangles, and this is not my order.
That's the absolute worst sensation in the humanity.
Yeah.
The idea, JJ, was that Alexa loses to Britt and therefore has to become her co-star, which leads to a range of NBA-style skits in which she is effectively the Pippen to Britt's Jordan, basically.
Joseph, you got to kill time as I get this situated, as I get this corrected.
Okay. How much more? What we got left to do? The B show, right? Okay. I'll
yeah. Are we just gonna do one more show? We're just gonna do the B show and that's it.
I think so.
Okay.
How long will we be on? Like a couple of hours?
Yeah. I mean, we started at 3. It's almost 5. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's probably what we'll do. But anyway, I'll kill time. Okay. I'll plot some B show stuff. We need B show stuff, folks. Now, it is much to my surprise, as I'm sure it is to yours, that the Kiss Demon Boogeyman team is not connecting as we hoped it would. Okay, it is not sort of the hit we thought it would be. We need tag team ideas. I like the one earlier of Tava and Repo Man, but we need other things. We need angles. We need help in the women's division too. I'm sure many of you have a lot of different ideas we can do with the great talent we have there. Shaniqua, Jackie Gator. Any ideas? Feel free to send them either via DM, which I'll check now, or here on the live chat. Okay. Okay, I'm now aware of the nefarious character here in the chat that's DMing me content. He also wants Abbott and Repo Man. My God. Do people have interest in a Robert O'Neill section of Twitter TEW game? I don't know. I don't think I do, but like, thank you, JJ. Gilbert on a team is a good call. We've kind of wrote Gilbert off, right? That was a bad play on our part. Who do we need to put Gilbert with? See, I can't like go to the roster page, so I'm also staring at Paul Turner. Gilbert on a tag team.
Okay, Joseph.
Yes.
Is everybody still here?
Yes. So a random jerky would like Kelly to go on a run on the B show before the injection into the A show feud.
Okay, sure.
But we should give her a win, yes. Because she was fine in that feud. I mean, she's not good, obviously, but she was okay. Oh, dear.
Turned up late. We should, like, do something.
Just hit him, punch him in the face. Bill Watts style, just like stand there for a second, just punch him directly in the face. Should we suspend?
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we just suspend them?
I forget we employ Mike Knox on every show.
Let's just suspend them. Whatever. Hey, whatever. Now we're taking a hardline stance. Maybe now people will be like, "Oh, I don't want to do anything to these guys."
Next week, Zeus is going to come and like, smoking crack, and we're going to be like, "Hey Zeus, how are you, buddy? Good weekend?"
All right, so B show. We're just
Kelly, baby.
Kelly. Big B show matchup for Kelly.
So, a good brother said that we should have Gilbert on a tag team, and I agree. We should try and experiment with that on this show.
Okay.
We'll find a Gilbert tag team partner, and that can be our other B show match. Okay, here we go. We're looking for.
Do we want to have like Jackie lose since she's gonna be Fiend Alexa?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Because the Jackie Gator character has had so many highs that we're going to now go on a spiral angle here in BPW. This one's going to be a classic.
12 minutes?
Should we actually give this time just to pop out?
Yeah, sure. It's a B show. Like, none of it matters.
My suggestion is it has a 15-minute time limit and they run 14. She gets a small package at $14.50 and the place pops.
Okay. We'll do that.
I want to see what this race is going to suck regardless. Let's just have fun.
Again, it's a B show. Who cares?
I want the announcers to be like counting down the clock, and it's like, oh my god, it's 15 minutes in.
All right, Gilbert and who? Who knows?
This is I don't know yet. Never gets better to look at this list, does it?
Gilbert and Brooklyn Brawler?
That works. Okay. Scrappy. Yeah, I like it.
All right. Are they winning or losing?
I'm imagining Brooklyn Brawler doing like... I'm imagining him as like a shady promoter type and being like, I can make you a star. I've seen your tape. Like, Brooklyn Brawler thinks he is Goldberg. He's like, I saw your undefeated streak. I don't know what happened against Sid Vicious, but like, I've seen what you can do. You could be a big star for us. So, so
are they winning or losing this match?
After that idea, I probably have to win.
Yeah, I was gonna say now they gotta win. Snitsky, let's Mike Knox can wrestle. He can lose. He's getting suspended.
Oh, he can. Oh wow.
Yeah. He can wrestle on the show. He gets suspended.
So Mike Knox and Snitsky, right?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like there's a way we can get something out of Snitsky.
Is there?
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I like this Gilbert angle that I've just kind of...
I'm for it.
I love the idea of Brooklyn Brawler watching Goldberg tapes and thinking it's actually Gilbert.
Whatever, Mike
He's like,
Knox.
You've lost a little bit of size. You've lost...
I mean, we got to run the angle now. Brawler...
Yes. It's in like a boxing gym in New York City, and Brawler is... You know the Brooklyn Brawler look, where he has the shirt all cut up and the hat? He's like walking around, and he's like, man, I know you've lost some size, and you look a little bit older, but you were a killer on that undefeated. And Gilbert's like, no. He's like, no, don't tell me no. You were awesome. I see when you dropped Hogan on his head, you were incredible. And he's like, Brawler, it wasn't. And he just keeps cutting him off. And he's like, I want to sign you to an exclusive deal with Brooklyn Brawler Promotions. See how easy it is to have good ideas for shit professional wrestlers. See?
Hey, that's our show.
Done.
We gotta have the puppets after the Kelly Jackie Gator match because the layers. Like, you see what I'm saying here?
Yes, I think everyone saw what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hang on, are we going on last with the Brooklyn Brawler match?
I mean, do you want to put Kelly and Jackie Gator on last?
Oh dear. Should we just go off the air with the puppets? Should we Should we go like? Yes, this is it. You know what's going on here. This is very good.
There.
We start in a boxing gym.
Yeah. Okay.
Cold open.
Sure. D-.
Look at Gilbert. Dude, imagine Brooklyn Brawler talking to him like he's actually Goldberg. He's like, the one thing I want to cut out your game is when you hit your head on the door. Okay? If you get rid of that, I think you can beat anyone. He was like, I read that was the only problem against Sid. You hit your head, you was a little bit vulnerable, Sid caught you. That happens to the best of them. He's like, Joe Lewis got stopped in a round once, man. There's no shame in that. It's amazing shit. Okay. Gilbert sucks. Why did no one tell us?
It's like a 2-minute match. How is this bad?
Fair, you're right. The fact that it got this high is like... Dude, Mike Knox was the best worker in the match.
Well, he's suspended. Shouldn't have showed up late. It's cool if you want to beat up the referees. Don't fucking show up late to our show, okay?
Have a little respect for us, will ya? Oh, this is getting out of hand, but it's just great stuff.
I'm gonna choke on my food. Oh my god!
I love that I just workshopped the Brooklyn Brawling to be a completely different character. I'm only just realising. Oh my god! Oh my god! Very little drama. Imagine this match, dude. The lack of flow. 14-10 with the K2, brother. 1 minute remaining. Hit the old K2. We go home. Place pops. Babies in the air. Everyone's running wild. Just caught the crowd a little bit. It didn't go as I expected. I thought we'd be popping on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. It's subjective, Dave. Subjective, okay? I mean, who's our announcers on this B show? Is it Brooke Hogan? Isn't it?
It's Brooke Hogan.
Brooke Hogan doing the big sell. 1 minute remaining. I'm imagining the lead. It's like Holly and Fraser in there. Jeez.
Oh my god.
This may be our best ever B show too. 15-minute banger. Oh dear. 754 people at the time of their lives watching this one. Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Jeremy, are you good?
Can you see me on screen?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't. I was just concerned by the silence.
I had to mute my microphone because I was
Yes, that's
coughing.
I was concerned you choked. You'd actually.
It was nearly to that. Oh my god. Dude, we booked a 14-minute Kelly and Jackie Kata.
It would have probably got like a D- if we did the smart thing. Like, why do that when you could do this? Like, seriously, right? Like, this was way better. The only thing we did wrong was we should have done a video package before the match, as though it was like a Clash of the Titans deal.
Oh my god.
Two of the best fighters of their generation, and it's like, here we go, big time. Anyway, that hit for me. I thought that was tremendous. They'll never forget it. The people at the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort will never forget the night they see these two almost go a 15-minute Broadway. Mate.
All right. Sure.
Our best show. No week has captured the range of BP dub better than that. Can Kelly beat the clock? I'm counting it down. Her ranking in the women's division is on the line.
Oh my god, this is terrible audio. Just me just laughing. I don't care.
Agree. I think it was the best audio we've ever produced, to be honest.
I don't care. Can we get Brandy Rose?
That ruled. We actually should, to be honest, but I feel she has like the loyalty setting, I'd imagine. I would guess.
Maybe. I don't know. Is she loyal to AEW? Probably not. No, she's not.
Oh wow.
I have to calm myself.
We've peaked here, haven't we?
And we're never gonna top a 14-minute Jackie Kata and Kelly.
I disagree. I think we should book one every week. I think every week we should do an angle where Kelly almost goes to the time limit and she somehow pulls it out. You gotta get her ready, brother. She'll be in the big hot feud soon. We gotta get her ready. Need ring time in this business.
I'm fine with that. Fine.
Booking Kelly like she's like 1990 on Anderson would be an incredible play on our part. I feel.
Yes. Oh my god. William Corgan.
And we should have here. Oh my god, Samoa Joe signed for the AEW.
Oh,
That would
that's
kind of be awesome,
big.
man.
That's big.
That would be awesome.
That would be.
I am actually a big proponent of. You remember when there was talk about WWE having NWA Power on the network?
Yes.
I was all in on them just being like, Joe, you can't physically do what you used to do. We're going to send you to do NWA tapings as well as Raw commentary. And he just is like a top guy and cuts nothing but podium.
I don't remember if we talked about this on air or off air, but I remember this was an idea you had.
Yes. I was like, imagine an Aldis Joe program on NWA. Like, that'd be great, right?
Yeah.
But AEW Joe is also pretty cool. I just would worry about his health doing those matches that he would probably end up doing. Ed Kingston, Samoa Joe promo segments.
Oh my gosh.
It's great that like that would be like a wrestling segment, and Eddie Kingston would be like, "I nearly died once, man. What are you gonna do for me?" Turn it into like big. Maybe Joe would be sweating profusely in those segments. Good lord. Cardona. There you go. There's a bad wrestler sign.
Jay Lethal is the new ROH champion.
Of course he is.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
That's a bigger headline than Revolution. That looks like a Ring of Honor show. It definitely does.
Yeah. What happened for Revolution? I just did Moxley and Omega again, and I got a B+, diminishing returns. Oh, I thought that said Sammy Guevara beat the Sandman.
Austin Gunn did a pre-show job to Eddie Kingston, my friend. Luchasaurus versus QT.
Head booker, QT Marshall.
Yeah, got the pencil. Cody and Colt Cabana is a big pay-per-view match. Wow.
Oh, who's up for it? Maria Manic? No. And Drake Mavericks is too good for our promotion. Is Impact. Swan's
also
too good. Bushi.
Bummer. Impact have like 3 guys that are too good for our roster. One of them.
Not Katie Forbes. We could have had Katie Forbes.
True. The only lady wrestler that would fit in our promotion, clearly, right?
Yes. Oh my god. Are we done? It's for the day.
So. I don't think we can follow.
I know. There's no way we can follow the Kelly.
Can we use the little notepad gimmick on here? You know, the little...
Yeah.
Can we make a note of the New Day tag title match so that we, like...
Yes.
At least don't have to rely on the audience to remember that for us, because I will definitely forget.
New Day tag titles. Okay.
We have that, and obviously we can't forget the Brie and Alexa stuff. There's no way.
No, we won't forget that.
Yeah, and if we do forget the Brooklyn Brawler stuff, that may be for the best, so...
If we can't forget the Kelly stuff, or just going 14 minutes every week on the B show.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's an all-timer. Someone said 59-minute nail biter versus Indeed, tremendous stuff. Okay, well this is very fun, wasn't it? This was quite the experience here.
Oh,
we had to rebook a pay-per-view. We did some of our best TV. We did our worst TV, which means it was our best. Amazing stuff. Loved it.
All right, everybody. Joseph, where can the people find you?
Joe Hulbert now.
Yeah.
No
5.
Find me there. Enjoy the SmackDown tonight. Enjoy the Survivor Series on the Sunday.
Yeah.
I will see. I know you won't. I'll speak to the audience generally. You know.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, big show. Jack Crosby. Next Thursday, less big show. Professional wrestling. And yeah, the usual. You know, the usual stuff. But just no 5 on the Twitter. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I hope everyone has a good night and grins wide and all that good stuff.
Probably be another 2 weeks before we play some BPW again. I feel like we're on a good schedule with that. Every other week we've been doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been working out.
It's weird because each week goes slow while you're in it, but this seems to come around relatively quick for whatever reason. I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah.
But last Friday we take something else, right? So that's the whole other deal.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to be up. Everyone message Sean and be like, hey, post the Distraction Retro review on Fightful Select.
It does rule that my experience is exactly the same if he never posts it. That's kind of impressive. But yes, It'd be nice if you did post. That'd be good. The best TEW series, says JJ. Again, folks that are good at this game, come on, sort yourselves out. You can't let us have the best series. We suck. This was very fun.
Everybody else is just playing, let's play AEW and let's book out AEW. That's no fun. It's stupid.
Yes, I agree.
AEW's booked pretty well. Like, all right, cool. You're popping yourself with an MJF and Cody Part 2. Who cares? We're out here doing 14-minute Kelly Jackie Gata matches. All right, everyone?
Wow, what a fault that is. No flow, brother. There was no flow, but the people were with it. I don't care what that thing says. I heard it. People popped on the finish.
All 757 people were just into
One
it.
night. They left the building that night. Wow. And they followed it up with the puppies. Wow. Puppets. Sorry, everyone. Puppets.
All right, everybody. We'll be back on Tuesday. Jack Crosby's on the show. I sent him some very threatening messages at 2 a.m. last night. Hopefully he got them. Thursday, we're talking basketball, maybe a little bit of wrestling, and that's it. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you then. Oh, we're playing on the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we're playing TEW TNA Impact tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Joel Pearl and I, and a bunch of other some wrestling games. We'll be streaming for like 2 or 3 hours. So come back tomorrow at 9. We have more stuff to do. All right, we'll see everybody then.
I definitely